Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I tried to tell people for the longest time the DNC and RNC have paid political operatives who are content creators on both TikTok, YouTube, X, Facebook, you name it. And their whole goal is to go against, a lot of people, a lot of political angles with Gaza and everything else, but also go against black creators like myself. The people who are associated with the Unicorn Party, Jasmine, whatever her name is, a lot of people who are so-called accelerationists, are paid DNC operatives who are there to get rid of people like me, to drown them out. This is why whenever you mention reparations, they always mention Native Americans. You want to know why? Because Native Americans are oftentimes white. That's how they're trying to get white people to get reparations too. You talk about police brutality, suddenly the conversation just goes cold. And when you complain too much, when there's a riot or protest, the reaction is what caused people to not listen. See, I keep trying to tell black folks, keep trying to tell y'all, there's a reason why people out there tell you to not listen to someone like me. Go through my content. Tell you what, the way you know a content creator is legit or not is if if you go to their social media pages and you look at what they posted in the past month. Go look at what I posted in the past month. See if it's not a combination of me exposing cops who get arrested for having CP, for essaying children, for drinking and driving, for beating their wives, for all manner of crimes. And then the other videos is me being a doomsday prepper, telling you how to survive on your own land and not rely on the government. And I'm telling you how to go and make money with your own land. I'm telling you to not trust the government. Don't trust the IRS. Don't trust none of these people. Now, all my opponents, what are they saying? If in any way they're telling you to trust the government, but I'm telling you not to, who should you be listening to? Joe Biden and the Biden administration has paid social media content creators to go out here, find people like myself, others, especially foundational black Americans or freedmen, and argue and shout them down. You want to know how I know this? Because there was a King Day demonstration January 15th today in South Carolina at the State House. It's about reparations. It's about celebrating Martin Luther King. And the NAACP kicked out foundational black Americans. And they're affiliated with the Democratic Party. NARC and also in Cobra, who was telling the federal government and local states, hey, don't pay cash reparations. Give the money to the NAACP, NARC, and then Cobra, and we'll distribute the money. We'll build some monuments. We'll build some schools. Instead of them telling you to give cash directly to the descendants of American slaves, they're trying to shortchange you. And they always bring up Native Americans. Well, what about Native Americans? What about them? They had slaves too. All five major tribes had slaves, and they've never, ever compensated us for doing so. But every time I bring it up, right, I want you to know it's the deflection. Well, it wasn't everybody. I ain't saying it wasn't everybody. But I'm saying over 500,000 slaves, that is nothing to freaking sneeze at. And every time someone deflects that is affecting my family. I don't respect you for fucking doing that, okay? I don't respect you for doing that. It's disgusting. Every other group out there gets compensated, but Joe Biden sends his creators to go against black creators. Look at what some of these people... Listen, whenever you hear reparations being mentioned and someone brings up Native Americans, or what about this, or can it be this, or can it be that, go to that person's page and look at their politics and be honest with yourself. Most of these people are compensated by the Biden administration or U.S. intelligence, or they're undercover cops. Why else in the hell would you go against someone like me who primarily targets police officers who happen to be predators? Child predators, at that. Why would you? What sense does that make? Even if I was, let's say I was the Joker, right? Right? But I was targeting police officers who went to children. Most people would probably justify that. All I'm doing is exposing them, getting FOIA requests, and having them prosecuted. I'm going to prosecutor and says, hey, here's the evidence, prosecute them. If you don't, I'm going to put it on my freaking channel, and I'm going to make you look like a freaking predator. It's worked every time. The one thing that people don't want to do is be in a freaking courtroom with a child predator and them having to explain to a judge why you didn't prosecute him. No one wants to do that. See, that's the kind of work that I do. But the DNC and others, Joe Biden, he's supporting funding of the increased funding of the police. Let me remind you of what he said. He said, I think that we can all agree we shouldn't defund the police. We should fund the police. He said that. So when you get someone like me who's saying defund the police, what do you think his operatives are saying? The exact opposite. What do you think his operatives are doing? Digging into your background, trying to find something to hold you on. Pick one little part of your video to make you look like a freaking bigot or like a monster. That's what they do. That's what they do. That's who these people are. So all these people out there that say, well, you should vote Democrat. Go back to your Democratic National Committee. Go back to your freaking stupid Facebook groups, your Discord groups, your Twitter groups, your YouTube groups, your TikTok groups, and have a conversation. Say, hey, there's a black guy who's been doing work out here, and yet some of you have been in the damn way. How about you sit back, shut the hell up, and let him work? And maybe he'll be more open to your nonsense. Stop deflecting when it comes to reparations. Stop mentioning other groups. It's disgusting. Native Americans have reservations, and also they have healthcare. They have casinos. People are like, well, they are so great. Who the hell cares? If it ain't great, take it away. Take it away then. Well, it's our land. Excuse me. We've been here for centuries. Shut up. Shut up. You're all African. Unless you think that somehow human life didn't originate in Africa, we're all African. And the original so-called red natives, y'all came later. Yeah. See, the zebrafish study proves that. We started out black, went into Asian, and that's how you split up for everybody else. Okay? See, there's been black people on these lands for the longest time. There's been there's been Africans who've traveled from Africa, from the African continent, even Egyptians, and we know about Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa spoke about the Canary Stream on the East Coast. How in the world, without internet, without Wi-Fi, without satellites, do you even know that even exists unless you've been there? This man traveled from Senegal all the way over to the East Coast of the United States, and people doubted it. And now you got these political operatives who go against you when it comes to reparations, when it comes to black history, when it comes to going against the police. The problem that they've been running into lately is that stuff has been so obviously contrived, so obviously fake, so obviously there's operatives and Democratic parties and Republican parties and U.S. intelligence who are involved in some of the modern day debates and discussions on political issues, social issues, issues of justice, issues of peace, and just government overreach and government abuse. Notice how these people just pop up. They always encourage you to trust the government or give a government solution. Not all cops are bad. They just need better training, which is their way of saying, let's just keep the cops. I don't care how bad they are. I don't care how much money it costs to fix them, because they understand that their stupid little suggestions aren't going to fix anything, because the cops have to actually agree on that. They're going to fight you. They have unions. They have lawyers. They're not going to allow any kind of change that is actually substantial. They realize that. And also Joe Biden realized that. That's why he says it's much easier to basically just fund them than to actually defund them and force change. No, he doesn't want to do that because he wrote the crime bill. So now all of his freaking political operatives have to go on social media and convince us that everything that I just said in this video is not true somehow. I've been on to you. I've called it out for a long time. And some of my white friends who I'm still friends with, this video goes out to you too for calling me paranoid. I was right. Admit it.